Good morning, students. Okay, in our today's class we are going to see how to add and subtract decimal numbers. Okay, so exercise 26 we are going to see how to add and subtract one decimal number from the other number. So for that the process is same. The way we add two normal numbers, the same way we have to add two decimal numbers also, add or subtraction. The procedure is same. Only the difference is that we have to arrange the two numbers in such a way that the decimal point of the first number should come below the decimal point of the second number. Okay? So, if suppose it is 5.2 plus 4.91, when I write them vertically, I have to write them as 5.2 plus 4.91. So here you can see that I have written the decimal point of this second number just below the decimal point of the first number. Okay. So here these numbers can go anyhow. These numbers you can see that one has come out. But that is okay. Okay. So only we have to write the decimal point one below the other. Now how do we add this? Here there is no number after 2. Right? In 5.2 there is no number after 2 and there is no number which is there above this one. So what do we do? If there is no number, then we can put a 0 there. Okay, so this becomes 0. So now we can add, we have to normally add the two numbers now. So what is 0 plus 1? 0 plus 1 is 1. Then 9 plus 2 is 11. So 1 I write here and the other one I write here, which will be carried. Okay. Then 5 plus 4 is 9 and 9 plus 1 is 10. So the answer is 10.11. Okay, 10.11 is our final answer. The addition of 5.2 and 4.91 is 10.11. Now we go to the second one. The addition of 5.2 and 4.91 is 10.11. Okay, now the second one. The second one is 4.35 minus 2.4. So here also we will write the decimal point of both the numbers one below the other. So I write 4.35 and then I write 2.4. Okay, I have not written here 2 and here 4. Okay, because I have to write the decimal points one below the other. So now I have to subtract these two. So you can see that there is no number here below 5. So what will I put there? I will put a 0. Okay. So now it becomes 5 minus 0 is 5. Then 3 minus 4. Now we cannot minus 4 from 3. We cannot subtract 4 from 3. 4 is a greater number. So what we have to do? We have to carry 1 from the previous number. So how do we carry? We cut this when it gives 1 to this 3, it becomes 3 and this number becomes 1, 3, 30. Now 13 minus 4 is equal to 9. So the answer of this is 9 and then we have a point here. We have to, in the answer also we have to put a point where the point is coming. Okay, just below the above points. So we get a point here. Then 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So the answer is 1.95. Okay. So 4.35 minus 2.4 is 1.95. Now the third one. The third one again is similar. 2.54 plus 3.5. So here also I have written the point below the point. Here there is no number, so I can put a 0. So this when we add, we get 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So I write 1 here and 0 here. Of the 10 number 10, 1 I write here and 0 I write here. Then there is a point, so I put a point. Then 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So the answer is 6.04. Now the fourth one. It is 3.51 minus 1.3. You can see that in all the cases I have written the points, decimal points one below the other only. Okay. Now here also there is no number below 1. There is no number after 3. So I put a 0. So this becomes 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. then there is a point, and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So the answer is 2.21. Now the fifth one, 9.7 minus 0.6. So I write 9.7 minus 0.6. Okay. Now here 7 minus 6 is equal to 1 and 9 minus 0 is equal to 9. So the answer is 9.1. Okay. Now the sixth one. The sixth one is 8.54 minus 6.1. Here also after 1 there is no number, so I put a 0. So this becomes 4 minus 0 is equal to 4. Then 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. And 8 minus 6 is equal to again 4. Sorry, 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So this becomes 2.44. So the answer of 8.54 minus 6.1 is 2.44. So in this way we add and subtract numbers, decimal numbers. So one thing we just have to keep in mind is that the decimal point has to come one below the other. Of both the numbers, the decimal point should be arranged one below the other, and rest all the numbers can be arranged anyhow. Okay, like here we saw that it was 2.4, so we did not arrange it like 2 will come below 3 and 4 will come below 5. Like in normal numbers, what do? We start arranging them from the right side towards the left. But here we don't have to write 2 here and 4 here. We have to write it. We have to take the decimal point below the decimal point of the first number and then write the previous and the after numbers. Okay, so in this way we add and subtract two decimal numbers. Okay, now we will see how to multiply decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so this is exercise 27. We are going to see how to multiply a given decimal number. If it is multiplied to 10, what will be the answer if it is multiplied by 100 and if it is multiplied by 1000. Okay, so suppose if I have a number 6.47. Okay, this is my given number. I will show you how this number gets multiplied to 10 by 100 and by 1000. So if I multiply this by 10, what happens when we multiply a number, a decimal number by 10? The decimal point in the number gets shifted towards the right. Okay, like in division we saw, if a decimal number is divided by 10 or 100 or 1000, the decimal point gets shifted towards the left, right? So in multiplication it is reverse. If the number is multiplied by 10 or 100 or 1000, then the decimal point will get shifted towards the right by how many places? By the number of zeros. How many ever numbers of zeros will be there, by those many places the decimal point will get shifted. Okay, so here in 10 there are how many zeros? There is only one zero in 10, right? So this decimal point in the number, in this number 6.47, will get shifted by one place towards the right. So it will come where? It will come in between 4 and 7, and rest this 6 will remain as it is. So this number on multiplying by 10 becomes 64.7. Okay, so the point now has come between 4 and 7. It has shifted by one place towards the right. Why one place? Because in 10 there is only one zero. Now if the same number is multiplied by 100, what happens if it is multiplied by 100? The decimal point will get shifted two places towards the right. Okay, so two places, one jump, two jumps, it will come here. Okay, so it will come at the end of the number. So this becomes 647. Okay, and then there is a point here. So if there is a point at the end, we can just write it as this number as 647, or if we want to put a point, we can put a point and write 00 after it, or you can even write 10. Okay, so this number 6.47 multiplied by 100 becomes 647.00. Okay, why we shifted two places towards the right? Because it was multiplied by 100 and 100 has two zeros in it. That is why we shifted the point two places towards the right. Now if the same number is multiplied to 1000, 6.47 is multiplied to 1000 now. Now in 1000 how many zeros are there? In 1000 there are 3 zeros. Okay, so we have to shift this decimal point 3 places towards the right. Now when I see this number 6.47, if I jump 3 places towards the right, 1, 2 and 3, the point will come here. But you see that in the third place there is no number. There is no number here. Right? So what do we put there? We add a 0. We put a 0 there. Okay? So this becomes 6470. And the point is at the end. So this becomes 647. 6470. Okay? So 6.47 multiplied by 1000 is 6470. So now we will solve exercise 27, sums on this multiplication of multiplication of the number by 10, 100 and 1000. So the first sum is 2.41 multiplied by 10. It is similar to this. There is a number given and we have to multiply it by 10. So first we write the number 2.47. Now where is the point? It is between 2 and 4. So how many zeros are there in 10? There is only 1 0. So we have to shift this point by 1 digit. And it is multiplied, so we have to shift towards the right. If it is divided, as we saw in the previous exercise, we have seen that it shifts towards the left. If it is divided by 10 or 100 or 1000, the decimal point gets shifted towards the left. But in multiplication, it gets shifted towards the right. So it will shift one place towards the right and will come between 4 and 1. So this, the answer is 24.1. Okay, so 2.41 multiplied by 10 is 24.1. Now the second one, number 3.1 is multiplied to 100. So first what I will write? I will write the number. It is 3.1. Now it is multiplied to 100. 100 has 2 zeros in it. So this decimal point will get shifted 2 places towards the right. So I jump 2 places, 1 and 2. So it will come here. But again here there is no number. So what number I will put there? I will put a 0. So this becomes 310 and the point at the end. If the point is at the end, you can even not put it, or you can even put it and write 310.0. Okay? So this is our answer. Now the third one. It is 0.54 multiplied to 1000. Now this number is multiplied to 1000. So first what do we write? We write the number given to us. It is 0.54. Now it is multiplied to 1000. In 1000 there are 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So we will shift this decimal point 3 places towards the right. So jump 3 places, 1, 2 and 3. So it will come here. Now again there is no digit here. So we put a 0 there. So this becomes 5, 4, 0 and point. We can even not write this point, or we can put the point and write 540.0, or just we can write it as 540. Okay? And this 0, 0 at the starting does not mean anything if there is no decimal point. Okay? If the decimal point is shifted, if we write it as 0, 5, 4, 0, it does not, this 0 has no value. Okay? If it is at the starting. So we can eliminate it and just write 540. Okay? Now the next, it is 0.03 multiplied to 10. Now here also first we write the number. It is 0.03. 10 has only 1 0 in it. So the decimal point gets shifted one place towards the right. It will come between the second 0 and 3. The decimal point will now come between 0 and 3. So this becomes 0. So this is what? 0.3. Okay. So there are 2 zeros in front of this decimal point. So we can write only 1 0. We can write it as 0.3. Okay. We can even write it as 0.3, or we can even write it as 0.3. But normally we write 0.3 because how many ever number of zeros would be there before this decimal point, that will not be counted. Okay. If there is no number before, it will not be counted. It is just 0.3. Many people write even like this, 0.3. Okay, 0.3 means there is a point and then there is 3. But 0.3 means nothing but 0.3. Okay, So now the fifth one. The fifth one is 0.6 multiplied by 100. So first we write the number. It is 0.6 and in 100 there are 2 zeros. So we have to shift this decimal point 2 places towards the right. Okay. So jump 2 places. 1 and 2. So it will come here now. Again here there is no number. So I put a 0 there. So this becomes 060 and a point at the end. Now 0 at the starting has no value, so we can write it as 60, just as 60. Or if we want to put the point, you see that after the point there is no number, so we can write it as 60.00. If we want to put the point, we can even put it or even we can not put it. Okay, it's up to us. So you can write it as 60 or 60.0. Both is correct. So this was about exercise 26 and 27. We have studied how to add and subtract two decimal numbers, and also we studied how to multiply a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay. So it is not too difficult multiplying a decimal number by 10, 100 and 1000 because we have to just shift the points by number of zeros. Okay. So that's it. We stop with this today. Thank you, students.